Konnichiwa, Japan fans. Today's show, we're going to talk about emotion. Eigo desu. それでは行きましょう. So let's get going. This is the 8th year of the Sales Japan Series podcast, broadcasting around the world from the Beverly Hills of Japan, Minato-ku here in downtown Tokyo. It is chic central. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, the president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and the 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Tonin de Okane o Moni Suru wa Yamemashou, and my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery, and all are available on Amazon. In this podcast, I want to help you to survive, and even better, thrive in business. I want you to 1, sell more and do it more easily. 2, exceed your targets. In fact, let's blow up your targets. Number 3, make some serious money. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We're not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series. And every second Tuesday, the Business Tachijin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Now, this is episode number 401, 401. Today we're talking about don't get emotional in sales in Japan. I've been coaching a founder client here for quite a while now, and his emotional reaction, his clients not buying on his schedule, always surprises me. I keep telling him, it's business, it's not personal. We know that there are some customers who will just never buy, some who will buy now, and some who will buy in the future. We just don't know which is which until we get rejected. When I get rejected in a deal, they're not rejecting Greg's story. They are rejecting my offer in its current construction, at this point in their cash flow cycle, within the bounds of their strategic direction, in relation to what my competitors are offering, and a whole bunch of other stuff I will never even know about. Does it still hurt? Yes, of course it does. I get super annoyed and upset like everyone else. The difference between me and my client who I'm coaching is I never pass that emotional reaction on to the client who said no to my stupendous offer. He does pass it on because he feels so upset and frustrated. I keep telling him to chill. Write the email if you must to get your hurt feelings out. Just never send it. My advice isn't working as yet, but I will continue to counsel him to not take it personally. I had my own rejection case the other day. I was doing an RFP, request for proposal, for a client, and they came back and said they went with a rival firm who specialises in sales in their industry. What was my initial thought? They are idiots, was my first reaction. This is followed by, why are they just doing what all of their competitors are doing? Why not use another more differentiated approach with something more fresh? What did I reply? I didn't mention any of that. By the time the decision has worked its way through their internal decision-making system, there's no going back. Telling them they are stupid may make me feel good, but it won't alter their course of action. I wrote what I always write. Thank you for letting me know. And that is that. I don't bother with appeals for consideration in the future. I just accept their idiotic decision and move on to find someone smarter, taller, better looking and who bathes and who can do a deal with us. Find out more. We come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public courses, and we also have custom in-house programs as well as both in Japanese and English. We do classes in our super safe classroom and we do them live online. The show today is being brought to you by, on the 3rd of October, we're doing our Dale Carnegie course 3-day version. On the 14th and 15th, we're doing our high impact presentations class. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. If you like learning by watching videos, then we have over 2,300 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show in Japan, every Monday Tokyo time. Fridays we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from SMEs right up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Now, every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget to grab my business best-selling books on Japan on Amazon. Japan Sales Mastery, which is Saegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Presen no Tachijin. My other books include Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muru ni suru no wa yamemashou. And my just released new book is Japan Leadership Mastery. And all are available on Amazon. Welcome back. Now, I also put them on my follow-up list because not every deal works out. Their situation can change. And maybe my competitor is useless and what they provide doesn't work. So I keep in touch and ask if they have any needs that we can help them with, and I do this regularly. The initial interval is around about 6 months. That is long enough for them to realize they've made a huge mistake by using my competitor and that they got nothing from that ridiculous solution they chose instead of mine. After that, I follow up every 3 or 4 months because business is fluid and what wasn't on the table is now in play. How long should you follow up for? Ryan Serhant, who I follow and who started his own successful real estate brokerage in the US, says, keep following up until they die. I'm not that pushy because I figure there are reputational costs to being too pushy and too insistent in Japan. Tokyo is big, but it's also a small village in many ways. We sell to Japanese domestic firms and foreign multinational companies. Our reputation as Dale Carnegie, a business based on being able to get on well with all different types of people, has to be careful how we are perceived in the market. If we say one thing but do another, then our brand consistency will suffer and so will our sales. Where is the line between persistence, which is admirable, and being too pushy, which is frowned upon here? It's not always clear. But if I feel that there is no interest, then after 4 follow-ups, no reaction stretched over a 12-month period, I will shelve that firm for a while. The people may change in the future, and maybe someone smarter will be the person to talk to, or maybe their business has changed and they are now more open to our solutions. Regardless of what the client does, we can control how we react, and we must keep cool, calm, and collected in the face of failure and rejection. Is that easy? No, but the choices are for you. My client hasn't quite got to the point of handling the rejection in a calm, non-emotive manner yet, but I will keep working on him until he gets there. I am constantly working on myself too. I've found that no one is a clear genius with this stuff, and we are all a work in progress. Thank you for joining the Sales Japan series. If you found the program useful, then please work on your karma and share this with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Immediately apply what you've learned. Go out there and survive. Use it and make some serious money. Bucks, dough, ruler, coin, dosh, lolly, readies, smackers, earners, and bread and honey. Remember, I'm in your corner, your go-to guy for soft skills training in Tokyo, committed to your success here in Nippon.